I'm glad of your company today. This is Esther from Stampin Star Creations. I'm hoping to share with you today some batch card making hacks and tips and tricks when knocking out lots of cards in one go. So I've chosen a few stamp sets to use, and I'm going to be using the splatters and these couple of leaves from the Forever Fern stamp set. And then just using the thank you from Very Versailles because it made a nice small thank you to fit on the card. From Field of Flowers, we'll be using these kind of puffy flowers here and the dragonfly. And then from Comfort and Hope, we'll be using the background stamp and the wheat kind of stamp. I've chosen a soft colour palette for our cards and gone in with a soft sea foam, Sahara Sand, So Saffron and Blushing Bride. I've gone and cut out some pieces of Whisper White, which is just under 3 inches by 4 inches, so it's a quarter size of a A5 card. So I've left the black foam mat in. Now you normally take this out when you're using the rubber stamps, but I'm leaving it in to save time, so that's one of my hints and tricks. I've already gone ahead and set up all the stamps, so I'm kind of mass stamping in the same colours. So first of all going in with Sahara Sand there, and then coming in with the soft sea foam for the leaves. Lifting up my plate for the stamparatus, turning it over and getting it ready in position for the next set of colours. And then the same with the other side. The great joy of the stamparatus is you've got those 4 platforms to be working with. As you can see, I've got my photopolymer stamps in there, so because I've got the mat under there already, I'm just going ahead and using it. So I'm part stamping these colours. You've got to make sure that your stamps are separate enough so that you can ink them up in the different colours, but these are far apart enough for me just to be able to put 2 colours on them. And there's one card done. So when you come to do your next card, you just place it in the same place as before, and then we're going to reverse ink, as it were. So the colour you've just used, you're going to stamp that up first. So rather than swapping your plates right back to the beginning, you can just do this technique in reverse, making sure you get the right colours for each set of stamps that you're stamping. Swapping around the plates and when you're ready to do the other side. There, so quick and easy, and you can just knock these out with the stamparatus because you're just following the same rhythm of doing them over and again. I've already cut out some thick Whisper White cardstock, and I'm just going to add some more detail to these cards. Trimming down some strips of just over ½ an inch of soft sea foam. And I'm going to attach these down the left side just to give a pop of colour to my cards. Then I'm using this gorgeous linen thread, which seems to keep featuring in my cards, and just tying a set of bows. I'm going fairly slowly, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing with the bow. And just trimming those off, so I've got a batch of bows. So once all my bows are done, I'm just going to stick them along onto my glue dots. I'm doing a sort of pushing upwards motion to curl around the glue dots so they fit on the back without showing through and causing any stickiness. So just putting all the bows onto the reel as much as I can fit on in one go. Then laying down your cards all ready to stick, and then just pull off the bows and you can go ahead and just stick them down onto each project. Next, I've turned all the cards over, ready to put on some dimensionals. Now I find it easy just to grab a few on your fingers, at least 3, and then you can just place them down as you go each time. This way you're not picking off one at a time, you can just again do a batch amount of dimensionals. Then using my pokey tool in a fairly flat position and just plucking off the back all in one go. So once again, having it in a fairly flat position, and look, you can just get all those backings off in one go. It's another great hack to be able to get those backings off in one shot. And there, we've made a batch of cards really quick and easy with the stamparatus, and just going through a few ideas, tips and tricks to help you get through your batch card making. I've left these blank inside as they're going to be some customer thank you cards. And thank you very much for watching along. If you haven't already, do press that subscribe button, and if you click the bell you get notifications of all my videos. Comment below, let me know if you found these tips and tricks helpful, and I hope you get to use them in your card making too. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much. Bye.